What's up guys, welcome on. My name is Freaky and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. This time around we're gonna tackle the brand new Coliseum Kuma on the global version of One Piece Treasure Cruise. Not gonna lie, the Coliseum itself is really tricky. Like the first two stages, we won't go over those in this video, but they're okay actually. Like you can quickly go through them. But the stage itself, or like the last stage with Kuma, is super tricky. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna feature a couple of different teams today, including Whitebeard, Marco, Lucy, and for example 6%. Yeah, let's get into the first team, which is gonna be 6-star Whitebeard Marco. So we arrived at the first team, which is gonna be Whitebeard Marco. Credits go out once again to Archi, who provided me with the footage, or provided me the footage. Please, I hope you guys can apologize or like accept the apology. Sadly, Archie's recorder was flickering a little bit, so I hope you guys don't mind that. Other than that, the footage is fine. Pretty fast run as well. No Heracles or something like that. Yeah, as you guys know, Whitebeard Marco basically created for this Coliseum, or this Coliseum created for Whitebeard Marco to show how strong they are. Easily doable with them. They with like the stat boost and the cooldown reduction. Strategy for this Coliseum in general is like stall in the first two stages, get your specials up, and get rid of the bosses pretty quickly. On stage 3, you will encounter Kizaru as the first mini boss. He has almost 3 million HP and deals like 14k damage per turn. Every second turn, my bad. He will preemptively paralyze all your units for 2 turns, and every 2 turns he will paralyze all units again for 2 turns, and rewinds all specials for 4 turns. So make sure to get quickly rid of him. So Whitebeard Marco, you just switch, you get rid of the paralysis with the switch effect. Then you just slowly chunk his HP down over 2 turns to get him low. Keep in mind though, right now you can see the switch onto Whitebeard, because once you kill him, he will actually bind your captains if they are in for 20 turns. So please keep that in mind when you're using or like creating teams. So Kizaru is done. Now Nitemare stage 4, 4.2 million HP and deals 8,200 attack or damage per turn. Preemptively, he will decrease your chain multiplier and silence all units for 2 turns. Once again, just switch, get rid of the silence, pop 1 Whitebeard Marco special, get the HP cut and the full beneficial orbs, pop the gap even on stage 1 special, it's more than enough. And just keep in mind, on the turn 3 he will blow away a random unit permanently, and if you get him below 20% and below, he will also blow away a random unit permanently. So keep that in mind. Other than that, just quickly get rid of him, and that's that. Arriving at Kuma, 10 million HP and exactly hitting for 10k every single turn. Preemptively debuff immunity and 50% health cut. Other than that, 2 turns, 5 hit good barrier, 2 turns crew attack down, 2 turns 1.1 chain lock, and for 10 turns driven silence. So sadly, B2 doesn't work on Kuma. Every single turn he will blow away random unit, so you want to burst him down pretty quickly as well. And once you use an healing special, he will actually cut your HP by 50% once again and clear all positive buffs, so watch out for that. Basically with this team then, just pop all your specials, get full orbs, get the attack boost, get the orb boost, and that is more than enough to quickly destroy Coliseum Kuma. Basically, like I said, designed for Whitebeard Marco. See you guys with the next team. Welcome back to the second team of today's video. This time around, credits go to Alex, who actually provided me this time around with the footage. All due to my Enel not being like fully limit broken and stuff like that, because I just am out of potions. So yeah, this is the team I built on stream, and Alex thankfully enough did the team or like the run for me and send me the footage. 6+ Enel, at this point you know the drill, how it goes with him. On the early stages you stall up your specials, heal, just over heal all the time, and then you finish the boss stages just with the specials of Enel. So like I said, strategy is really simple. You will always as you guys know, stall in the first 2 stages in a Coliseum. Kizaru himself on the other side is pretty easy. Like basically every team I've seen kills him in the first 2 turns to not get like paralyzed once again and like special rewinded. So that is also the plan for this team. Just make sure once you enter the 3rd stage or like the 3rd room to heal enough so you get like your full attack boost. That is like really important. Try to heal as much as possible to get that high attack boost. Otherwise, you will actually probably struggle to kill him in 2 turns. So there we go. He did it correctly and healed up. So he has the high attack or like the captain attack boost. Like I said, time skip Nami to get rid of the 1 turn paralysis, and then you chunk his HP down over 2 turns. Pretty simple. No specials actually needed besides the time skip Nami. She could actually be even like replaced with another paralysis reducer. So very important, or like MVPs for this team, as in like every single Enel team, Shihoshi and Marco probably. The raid Aokiji is actually needed for the 4th stage with Sentomaru. You will see in a second, because once again, Sentomaru will silence all your units for 2 turns, which is no problem because you will just stall that out. After you stall that out, you will actually use your Shihoshi and your Marco, heal fully because you can't heal on the last stage that much because of the interrupt. And then you'll get the full rainbow orbs, so full orbs, matching orbs. You have the heal, the overheal for like the final stage, and you pop raid Aokiji to get the striker attack boost, or like striker free spirit attack boost, whatever. And you'll actually be able to just kill him in 1 single turn. So that is it for like the 4th stage. And the final stage with, obviously, Enel, you can take a guess, you'll probably just finish him just with the special. So as before, all the preemptives that Kuma does, so with Enel, you don't really have to care about those. You can easily bypass them just with the Enel special cheese. So you just stall out the 2 turns. He will blow away your units now, but it is no problem at all for Enel because you just need your captains. Now, pop 1 Enel, pop the 2nd Enel because he has like defense, so it's not 10 million exactly. And there we go, that is Enel for you. Welcome now to the 3rd team of the video, which is gonna include actually a V2 plus a lore captain. Now, 3rd time is the charm. Credits go to Cappu. Cappu provided me this time around with the footage, simply because I don't own Baccarat and I don't own Treasure Map Croc, which is really important, or like who are really important for those teams, or like this team. So sadly, I built the team, but I wasn't able to use it. Whatever. Nonetheless, I wanted to show you that team, boys. Yeah, basically same plan as always, stall on the first couple of stages. You'll actually see that Vitula is a very viable captain for this Coliseum, simply because with Shanks you got a huge attack boost, or like huge attack boost plus the chain boost, and with the Vitula you have a 2.25 orb boost as always, and you get rid of the barrier, which is no problem at all, and like Baccarat gets rid of everything that is annoying what Kuma applies. So super nice team actually. And if you have those units like Shanks, besides Vitaloy, is the only legend in this team. Croc is free to play, and time skip Nami, more often than not people should have a. Just Baccarat is like the tricky part in this team. So arriving on Kizaru, you pop the time skip Nami, and once again you chunk his HP down over 2 turns. In this turn, Cappu sadly didn't manage to get lucky with orbs, so he had to do another turn on Kizaru. Actually, if he would have gotten like 1 more int orb, he would have been fine. But this way you're still fine, don't worry about that. He will just like paralyze you and rewind your specials, but it's no problem because you can just easily stall. He won't attack you because it's delayed, and yeah, the run is just a couple of seconds longer. Other than that, you're completely safe and completely fine. So this time around, he is gonna kill him. Once again, his upon death effect doesn't bother you because your captains are both quick. On Nitemare, plan this time around is stall out the 2 turns of silence because you don't have a silence reducer right now. And on the 3rd turn, you're actually gonna pop just the treasure map croc because you're gonna chunk his HP down until then. And then you apply or like pop the treasure map croc and you will have more than enough damage to kill him and easily go onto the final room. So this is why treasure map croc is so important here. I'm not quite sure. He probably is even like replaceable, but I would have to look into it. But yeah, he's kind of the MVP together with Shanks here. Yeah, as you guys can see, he's like 45% HP before this attack, and you're still totally fine to get rid of him and make quick work of him. So arriving on Kuma now, the trick here is now you go back to your laws as always, and you have your laws, get the 2.25 orb boost, get rid of his barrier because you have 2 V2 laws. Then you just pop Baccarat like I mentioned before, get rid of the annoying debuffs, pop the Shanks, get 4 matching orbs, which are more than enough. Law doesn't get the beneficial orb or anything, but you will deal more than enough damage just with the 4 int units you have. Showing once again that this team is actually pretty good. Like V2 Law is a very viable captain still. So yeah, this is team. This is the V2 Law team. See you in the next team. Now we finally arrived at the last team for today's video with a Lucy team. Lucy actually pretty good captain to run for this Coliseum as well. Easily basically very basic strategy as well once again for this team as well. As always, stall on the first couple of stages, tank some hits here and there just to make sure you have your specials up. Using this time around also the brand new 6+ Coliseum, my bad, 6+ Corazon, who is kind of an MVP on the final stage. Not gonna lie, his 6+ is one of the best 6+s in the game, hands down. So you will see soon in a couple of minutes the importance of Corazon. Other than that, we are using God Usopp, who is very important for the final stage as well. And we stalled out, we stalled out our specials. We can keep on and continue. Kizaru, this time around, we're gonna chunk his HP down even slower than usually. Paralysis gets reduced by 1 turn. Make sure to actually hit him as hard as you can, as much as you can. Because you wanna kill him as fast as possible before he damages you and stuff like that. So you don't need any specials. Once again, you just chunk his HP down, and that is basically the plan for this stage. The optimal run would be to kill him in 4 turns. Now he will paralyze us once again, so annoying. But next time, or like next turn, you will be free of the paralysis again. So you can hopefully clear him in the next turn, which is looking fine right now. So next stage is going to be Nitemare, as always in Coliseum Kuma. The plan for sorry, is going to be a little bit different than usual as well, but kind of the same as always. Chunk his HP down, which wasn't the case for some teams. Here, this time around, we will actually clear him in 3 turns. Try to hit some grades in here as well, because you don't want to get him below 20%, because like with the next turn we're going to use 1 Lucy, and with the Lucy you obviously have to hit your 4 perfects, otherwise you won't get the attack boost next turn. So get him low, but don't get him below 20%. Otherwise, he will blow away a random unit. So make sure to not do that mistake. We actually got pretty bad orbs, not gonna lie, but we should still be fine because Lucy, in the end, still amazingly strong. Just get rid of him, and that's that. Final stage, we arrive at Kuma. This time around, we only have 1 V2 loss, so we can only reduce his barrier by 1, which is no problem at all. He wants to bind our driven captains or units, whatever. We don't have any of those. Use the Corazon. He will interrupt and cut the HP, but main part of Corazon, or like main idea of Corazon, is to get rid of the debuffs. Then you use your Usopp to actually delay him, even though he has the debuff immunity, and use the Law. Don't worry about it. You don't need the 2.25 attack or like the orb boost. You just skip your turn. And next turn, the final turn, you use your Coliseum Lucy. You use your Legend Lucy. And now, very important, try to hit, if possible, all perfects. That is very important because you want to get him as low as possible. Like hands down as low as possible to actually kill him very easily. So this team actually is very good, but like I said, you have to get him very low. If you don't, it can become a problem because he will obviously blow away your units with time, or like every single turn he will blow away 1 random unit. So you want to get him as low as possible, as quickly as possible. So try to hit all your perfects all the time, otherwise you will get into trouble if you don't watch out for that. So this team works. I tested it a couple of times, I've seen it a couple of times, people used it a couple of times. This team works. If you don't miss too many perfects, then you will be fine. As you can see, we are looking super fine. And that is Lucy for Coliseum Kuma. Final team for today. Let's get quickly onto Kuma himself into the character overview. Now onto the final part of today's video, quick overview of Coliseum Kuma. All in all, already gonna say he is kinda okay unit, nothing to, let's put it like this, considering how difficult or like how tricky and hard in general this Coliseum is, he's kinda lackluster. Like the captain ability doesn't really matter, boost shooter's character's attack by 2.5 and heals the crew by 2 times his recovery at the end of each turn. Specialist, where it's at, he reduces all enemies' threshold and damage reduction duration by 3 turns and changes adjacent slots to recovery slots. When 2 or more enemies are on this stage, he defeats a targeted enemy, so you can pick it. And if the targeted enemy's HP is below or equal to 350 times Kuma's attack, he will instantly get defeated. If the enemy cannot be defeated, then he will just reduce the enemy's HP by 20%. So in total, with full limit break, but no candies, that is roughly 525,000 attack or like HP, which the enemy has to have equal or less. So all in all, he's kind of lackluster. Like, he is a shoot cerebral character. There are more than enough utility units of shooters and cerebrals when it comes to like damage threshold reduction and like damage reduction in general, whatever. I don't know why he changes like or like the adjacent slots to recovery. Like with Robin, you get them like matching if you would use him in a cerebral team, but other than that, I don't kind of see the point of that. The special itself with defeats an enemy is okay-ish, but to be honest, not that great. It's just very situational. Like, you won't use him on for example on a mini boss. You won't use him on a final stage. So then he only becomes like utility. So you kind of hopefully get where I want to get there. What my point is, he's like kind of a meh unit. Like, even his limit break doesn't help him. Like, his base ability is like boost your to character's HP by 75, and once you limit break him, as mine isn't yet, he will make Psy Orbs beneficial for shooters, which is always a kind of a good ability, but still doesn't make him like really that great. Yeah, all in all, like I mentioned in the beginning, Coliseum Kuma, kind of lackluster considering how annoying and tricky the Coliseum itself is. This was basically it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope I did or was able to help you guys. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like button and even subscribe if you want. If you want to check me out live for once, I'm streaming a lot of the time, or like a couple of days a week. Just click the Twitch link in the description and then you will see me live. Other than that, goodbye, and bye-bye.